Okay, so now we're at the point where we have the video on the iPad, but what we need to do is get that video off of the iPad onto our computer and then into a program that we can edit it with. The program that I'm going to be using on this Windows computer is Windows Moviemaker. I really like that program because it's free, and then also because it does everything that I really need it to do. I'm going to include a link to that somewhere in this video so that you'll be able to find that yourself. But like I said, you can just go to the Microsoft site. It is a free download. First things first though, we need to go ahead and get to where the video is stored on the iPad. There are a few ways to do that. You can go ahead, if you have this folder icon down here, you can go ahead and click that and it will just open this up. If you don't have that, you can click this start button here and then go over to computer and it will bring you up to the same screen. On the left hand side here, you're going to see all of your disks and devices under computer. And then if I double click that here, I'll go ahead and see it, and it shows up like an external hard drive. And another way you can see the free space on it is right here. It says, again, about 6 gigabytes, but the Windows seems to estimate a little bit high, and it's probably just because of formatting reasons. If I double click that, I'm going to see a DCIM folder. I'll double click that again, and then I see two folders. So I'll just go into both of these and then I'll tell you what they are. So there's a JPEG image in this one, and if I go into this other one, I see some images and I see these movie files. So what these two folders really are, they're just different profiles that are on this iPad. So the movies that I recorded on here are right here. I did about a 5-minute clip here, and that's 380 megabytes, and then I did this 50-minute clip here, and that's a little bit over 3 gigabytes, or a little bit over 3.5. What I'm going to do to put these onto the computer is just take it, I'm going to click on it, I'm just going to drag it over to the desktop. And you see when I move that over, it just says copy to desktop. I've already copied it over, so I'm getting this message, and I'll hit cancel right now. You can see that's right there. The next thing is to put this into Moviemaker. Again, I've already downloaded this program, so I'm just going to hit the start button and type movie, and then it will show up right here under programs. To move this into Moviemaker, just like we took it off the iPad, we're going to take it, we're going to click it, we're going to drag it right into here. Now the first time you do this with a file, it's going to say Moviemaker is prepping your files. This happens for a few reasons, but you do need to wait for this to finish before you can work with the file. Again, remember, this is only a 5-minute video and about 380 megabytes, and if I just sort of let the video run and let this finish the whole time right here, it's going to take probably about a minute and a half or so. So I'm going to pause this video and I'll pick up again right when that ends. So I've just started this video again, and here we are about a minute and a half later, and this video is fully loaded in here. We're going to see a few things right away. The image of what it's recording is going to be right here. If we grab this black bar called the playhead, we can click it and we can drag it to really any point here. And then as we move, you'll see the timer over here move as well. Probably the first thing you're going to want to do is to shorten this video. In order to do that, drag the playhead to the point at where you want to start it. So let's say I want to start this video at the 1-minute mark. I'll probably just grab this playhead and pull it as close as I can, and then I can use these arrows down here to move frame by frame. Alright, that probably wasn't the best idea. As you can see, that moves it so fractionally, like only about 0.03, 0.04 seconds per click. But now here I am at about the 1-minute mark. I'm going to click the edit button at the top, and I'm just going to hit this split button. There are a few different ways you can do it using the trimming tool and set start and end points, but splitting really is about the easiest way to do it. When I hit that, it takes that one clip that we had and breaks it up into two different clips. So I can click on this first part of the clip that we had right here, and I'm going to hit the delete key on my keyboard. It's going to just get rid of that. So now you can see our video is about 4 minutes long, and here we are at the 0 minute or 0 second mark. So let's say that we want this to be a 2-minute video. So I'll just again come to the end here, and I'll split it again. So now we have, in this clip at the top, we have the 2-minute segment that we want, and we'll go ahead and, the same way we got rid of the first part, we'll just go ahead and click on this and hit the delete key. And now we have this nice 2-minute piece. Now if you do ever make mistakes, there's a good way to undo them here. The undo button is right up here. You can also press Control and Z. But if I click that, it's going to undo the last few actions that I did. So remember, I split it twice and deleted 2 pieces, and now I've kind of put that all back together again. But I can go ahead and redo those as well, just to, because we do want a 2-minute clip. At the end of it, the last thing that you're going to want to do is to produce this as a video and something that you can put online. The way that you're probably going to want to do that is to click this tab right up here, this File tab. And you can either publish it directly or you can save it. For now, we're just going to save movie. As I drag down here, I see a number of settings. If you try to put it over that area, it's going to go too fast. So a trick here is with your mouse here, just use your scroll wheel and scroll up and down, and it's going to be a lot more manageable. The settings at the bottom are generally going to be recommended. If you mouse over any of them, you're going to see details on how it's going to compress this video. So for YouTube, it's going to once it's compressed, it's going to take it down to 37 megs per minute of video. Now this is important to think about, just because you need to be thinking about where you're going to be uploading this video and how much space it's going to be taking up in the end. So at 37 megs per minute at a 2-minute video, that's going to work out to, what, 74 megs or so. Generally, what's going to be a little bit smaller is one of these Windows phones, like Windows Phone Small, or Facebook. Facebook is generally a really good one if you really need to get super compressed. For now, I'll just go ahead and click YouTube, because we are going to be uploading this to YouTube, and I'll just give it a name. It's going to take it a while to produce this movie, but once it's saved, I'll now have a file that I can upload to YouTube.